Hey guys, what's up? Today we have a comparison, which means that we together are going to decide. Well, it's going to be mainly you, but basically, the way this works is you decide whether the Clone Army Customs ARC Trooper or the Lego ARC Trooper is right for you, which basically means which one has what features and which one is better or worse in my opinion. However, really it's your opinion that counts because you're the one who's probably going to buy this. I mean, I've already bought them and I'm a very happy person because yeah. So, right here, we've got Clone Army Customs Gaunch and Lego ARC Trooper Hammer. Okay. First of all, best thing about this, both of these figures is accuracy with helmets. They look exactly like it. This one is more angled. This one is less so. But it doesn't really matter for your average consumer. If you're that Star Wars fan who cares too much about realism, that one would be the way to go if you're concerned about the helmet. But from a glance, it doesn't look too different. This one is actually more snug, which makes it harder to move the helmet. So if you're a stop motion person, you should definitely consider that if you're thinking of purchasing from Clone Army Customs. Now, for this, the helmet's easier to move, but only problem, the visor is actually a little bit thin the way it's printed. A tad of a problem, but not too much for the average consumer, because they really aren't going to notice these things. On average, we're not calling you guys names or anything, but just saying it's not too big of a deal. Now, we've armed them both with Clone Army Customs weapons to not differentiate from the weapons in this review, but he comes with a pair of pistols. He comes with whatever thing you want you think looks cool. I mean, you can buy a minigun with him, but that's not too big of a deal because you can build that out of Legos. So, about equal on the weapons. One's just a little more detailed than the other. So we're going to take a closer look at him. Now, first of all, you're going to notice that he's got a full comma, which is this thing, and pauldron. The pauldron is bigger, but that means you can get it a little bent and stuff by moving the arms up and down. But it doesn't affect it too much because Lego placed this backpack, which is more realistic than anything I've seen so far with the ARC Trooper backpacks, which is good. And then they've also got their leg print design. They tried pretty hard. They printed on the boot bit, which is here, and they printed red on white. And this is as close as Lego could get to ARC Hammer, so it's okay. No arm printing, sad face. No belt printing, hey, that's typical for Lego. But they've also got a waistcape, so it makes up for it. And this is a cloth, so it's Clone Army Customs quality. It's close to. And just remember, when this guy, when you buy him in the battle pack, it was $12.99 if I remember. This guy was $28.50. Just keep that in mind. This may not have all the detail you want, but it might not have perfect printing or the wraparound printing or that red bit that should be here, but it's good enough for the average consumer. Like, if you don't feel like spending the money, which I did not, nor did my parents for a very, very long time, then this is a perfect substitute. It's good for the money. You know, it works. And you can buy a Clone Army Customs helmet and put it on if you're really concerned about the helmet. And so here, they printed all over, but then again, this guy's a customizer who isn't mass producing stuff to be sold to the masses. This is for custom orders that are expensive. It's more detailed, but is all this detail really worth $28.50? I mean, to me it was, but is it worth that to everybody on the internet or everyone in the world? I don't think so. To my parents, it wasn't for a very long time, but they got it for me because, well, they're not buying this stuff off the internet, guys. I mean, unless I come to them with the money, not happening. So basically, what you get in each package is this consumer-friendly, cheap, not as detailed, but still good, realistic enough to work. Here, all out on the detail, very expensive, looks amazing, very cool, has printing in so many different places, extreme detail, not too much detail, looks good enough though. Basically, this is quality B and quality A+. This is B+ quality, A+ quality, if you want to think about it that way. This is for people who don't have the money to go buy these things. If you've got the money for it, you're making a choice between buying 2 battle packs or this, or buying 4 battle packs and this and a Clone Army Customs figure. You know what? If you're gonna spend $40 on Legos, you might as well get this. You're gonna spend that money at once. So honestly, it's just whatever's right for you. So if you got the money and you can afford it and you want to buy this, buy it. Great thing, really awesome. But if you don't have the money, perfect substitute right here. All you have to do is buy a Clone Army Customs helmet if you are really concerned about the realism, and it'll look really good anyway. And then you'll have that angle that you might like. So if you want to see the comparison of the helmet angle, it's very obvious. If you like the angular bit here, and you just buy the helmet, because Clone Army Customs sells the helmets. You buy that, and then you put it here, and it looks good enough. I mean, Clone Army Customs did a video where he showed his Arc Hammer helmet on this figure, and it looked great. So you can do that. There's a wide variety of alternatives to Clone Army Customs ARC Troopers, which this is the best and the cheapest and the easiest. So worst come to worst, you spend $16 here, $28.50 here, but it's your choice, obviously. Cheaper, less detail, and far more expensive, far more detail and coolness. But it's choice. It's based on what money you have. Just remember that. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you watch the ads on my videos. Don't skip them. That means I can make more money, okay? Thank you guys for watching again.